Hey everyone, and I'm going to be teaching you in today's video how to start an eBay account. And this is on the United States eBay site, ebay.com. And I'm going to be teaching you how to start an eBay account with zero feedback and zero money in 2022. So here we go. This is going to be a series from from a new eBay feedback all the way up to an advanced eBay level. I would say I'm already no advanced eBay. Because I have 791 feedback already. And I've sold almost 2,000 AMs on eBay. Well, I would say 1950 AMs on eBay I've sold. And I've sold almost 50 in Mercari. So it's 2,000 total. So I know what I'm doing on eBay. And I can teach you what I know. So, what you need to do is you need to go to ebay.com and you need to create an account. And then eBay will ask you for your email, and then your password you want to create for your eBay account. And then it'll either ask you, I don't think it asked me for my username, but maybe it did. But either way, even if it doesn't, what I'll do is I'll create a generic username for you. And you just use a couple of my initials, my name, and then it did my first two letters of my first name, my first two letters of my last name, and then it did just create a username based off that. But if you don't like the username by the default username it created for you, you can change it, but it doesn't even really matter as long as it's not offensive or inappropriate username. I mean, that's the only time the buyers really care, if it's offensive or inappropriate or something like that. And that doesn't look good if you have an offensive or inappropriate username, honestly. You just kind of want a generic username, and then, but then when you first start signing in, you need to provide your social security number, which is mainly so eBay can identify you for tax purposes and stuff like that. They can send you tax reporting forms based on your because with managed payments and anything, if you sell $600 or more every year on eBay, now you have to pay taxes on it. Before it used to be $20,000 and 200 AMs sold on eBay was taxes. You had to sell $20,001 and you had to sell 201 items or before you got taxed. Now it's just $600, mainly just so the IRS can get more money from sellers. And eBay has to give you that information, how much you sold on eBay in the last year, gross, how much your fees were, and all that stuff. I believe they have to give you that automatically in electronic form, or they might also send you that in the mail to your address and file, which is most people. It's gonna be their home address where they currently live when they first start out. So, but yeah, you want to do all that, and then you also want to do your bank's routing number, and you have to find your banks. You have to find your checking account number for your bank. You put that in there as well. And it depends if you're starting it out. You can ask your bank, call your bank up, or you can meet in person to find out if you're not sure, if your bank account number that's on the bank's online website or your one and you put in the whole number and it doesn't work, then you can ask your bank and they'll help you out with that. But anyways, and then you also need to provide like driver's license, I believe, as well, which I had to do, I think last year sometime. I think I had to provide it. So another updated one, but otherwise they might give you checks every now and then, but most likely they won't bother you with that. And then what you want to do is you want to find a nice pile of items, like for whatever item it is. If it's a video game you're not playing, a board game you're not playing with, a board game that's just collecting dust, a video game that's just sitting there not being used, like DVDs you're not watching, say CDs you're not listening to, whatever it is, coffee cup you're not using, coffee mug, coffee cup you're not using, whatever the item is, doesn't matter what it is. You just want to get a nice little pile, then put up on eBay. And what you want to do is, for example, if you have, say, a Mario Kart Wii video game, what you want to do is, since it's a really popular game and there's so many of them, what you want to do, and you want to do this for basically almost any item, unless there's not many sold comps on that item. What you want to do is you want to sort by the condition that yours is in. So, for example, a video game, if yours, say, is in good condition, let's just say good condition, and then there's 500 of them that sold. And then what you want to do is you want to sort by the lowest price plus shipping, and then you want to count the 250th one, which is the middle one. But if there's 60 per page, you can just skip to page 5, and you count the first 10, page 5. And then, say for example, it's $25 plus $5, say shipping, the buyer charge the buyer $5 shipping. So that's $30 total. What you want to do is, you don't want to charge shipping when you first start on eBay. I want. And the reason is because I want to charge shipping on any item. And the reason is because free shipping, eBay algorithm favors free sellers who use free shipping. And there's some buyers that only search for sellers with free shipping. So it gives you a bit of a competitive advantage if you do free shipping. There's some items obviously that aren't feasible doing free shipping on. Like if you have like a big heavy item that might have it's like over cubic foot, 12 by 12 by 12. It's over cubic foot. It's too expensive to go. And it has to go UPS or FedEx. Like that's not feasible doing free shipping on, or if it's just like really expensive to ship, maybe. Obviously those aren't feasible free shipping, but if you can do free shipping on them, I would definitely recommend doing free shipping to start. And then also, if for example your item, say the average is $30 free with shipping and everything, what you want to do is you want to lower your price down to say $25. You want to sell for $25 with free shipping. And I would not put the prices at like 0 cents unless you're starting an auction and say you do 99 cents and then it ends at an even number. Then it's just the buyer set the price. But if you're setting the price, I would do the $25. I'd round down to $24.99. And it's like the psychic thing. Like 99 cents, 95 cents, like 49 cents instead of 50. Like, it always works for some reason. Like, I don't know, like, they'd rather not. They'd rather if it's $25, they might not want to buy it for $25. But if it's at $24.99, they may be more willing to pay it. Which is kind of crazy, but it does work all the time. So, and then what you want to do, you can even go even crazier and go down to $19.99. I probably won't go that crazy. But then you can also do best offer. And I like to do best offer on all my items, no matter what the item is, unless it's an auction. Unless it's an item that you have like no really sold comps on. Like then I'll do an auction, and I won't do best offer on the auction. I'll just put that price that like a low starting price that I know will attract some attention. And if it sells for that, say one bid, say it sells for, I want to start at $9.99, and I start which is a really low attractive price, and then if it sells for $9.99, I'm happy. But if it sells for more than $9.99, I'm also happy as well. You want to go as low as you can on an auction, honestly, where you're still happy. Where you're happy if it sells for that one bid, but you're even happier if it goes for more than multiple bids. You kind of have to. With auctions are tricky though, so don't start your auctions. Don't do auctions quite yet. Just do buy it now, because I'll have another video on just auctions. But do buy it now. Start at probably do $24.99, and you can do best offer, which best offer means anyone that's interested in can send you an offer. So for example, if they don't want to pay the full $24.99 you're asking for, they can send you an offer. Say, hey, I want to pay $20 for you, and you can either accept it, you can decline it, which never decline offers. Always either accept the offer or counter offer, and you can say counter at whatever you think is fair, a fair price. And I want to counter like be one of those ones that say $24.99, then you counter say for $24.98 or something like that. I wouldn't do that. Unless you're starting on like an auction and you have best offer on, and you say $10, and you can counter at $9.99, and maybe it'll work, but anyways, and then you also, when you start your auction, or you buy it now, you can do like set your offer price so you can only see offers that are above a certain price or above a certain price. But honestly, by default, it's half. So if it's $25, your buy it now prices, they only show you offers $12.50 or above. And I wouldn't do that. I'd just go down to 99 cents or above. And the reason is mainly because if I have that I'm sitting on eBay for a long, long time, someone sends me like a really low ball offer, I might be more willing to take it. And that might be my only interested buyer. And I am someone who sends me a low offer, like 6 months, a year after I've had it listed. I've had like no real interest in it. So sometimes having that, being able to see those really low offers, might help, And then, you can do return policy. You can do no returns, 30-day free, 30-day buyer pays return shipping, 30-day seller pays return shipping, 60-day buyer pays return shipping, and 60-day seller pays return shipping. And I would recommend when you first start out, do return So then honestly, throughout your whole career, I would start to say do returns. When I first started out, I didn't do returns. Right when I first started out, I didn't know no better. But then I found out, and I started doing returns. And I had some bogus, I think, returns when I first started on eBay. And that's what you'll get. You'll get those buyers that are trying to scam you when you first start out saying something. Like, hey, can I get, this doesn't work. And you know it does work. And you have to refund the buyer. And I would just give them a full refund. And that's what I did. I gave them a full refund. But if you're a seller that offers returns and you're a top rated seller, and in order to be a top rated seller, what you have to do is you have to sell $1,000 or more every year on eBay. And that's what I did. And once I became a top rated seller, I think it's $100,000 and 100 names to be a top rated seller. But it's pretty easy to get. But once you become a top rated seller, then you can use the refund tool. And when you go to send a refund, you can if you charge for shipping, you can withhold the shipping you charged the buyer. So obviously you had to use that to send it to them. And then you can also withhold up to 50% of the original purchase price. So for example, if you charge, say, $50 plus $10 shipping, you can withhold $10 shipping. And you can withhold you can also withhold up to 50%. So for $50, you can withhold $25. Plus you can withhold a $10 shipping if there's like a scam. But if that's a legit return, I know a lot of people so like say withhold, they'll keep whatever, say the $10 shipping charge, they'll keep that, and then they'll refund the $50, the buy it now price. And then there'll be some sellers who will just withhold none of it. They won't keep the shipping price they paid, or any of the purchase price. So refund the full amount. And I don't refund the full amount. I refund the full amount. I don't withhold nothing unless it's like a scammy return. Then I don't. Honestly. Because I mean, buyer can obviously go through eBay and get a full refund anyways. You just refund your full 25. Say even if it's a scam return, he can go to eBay and say you refund him $25 of $50 item, and you withhold the original shipping price, $10 shipping, out of eBay. eBay will out of their own pocket then refund the rest of the $25, and they'll give the buyer back the $10 shipping. So they'll get the full amount back. But I mean, at least for you only have to refund half of it, and you can keep their shipping. So the other $35 will be refunded by eBay, and the other $25 will only be refunded by you. So I mean, it's a win-win. I mean, the buyer, you don't have to refund their full amount. I mean, it's kind of a bad move on eBay's part to refund scammers, but have full amount. But it is what it is, though. At least you're not refunding them. They're in pocket if someone scams you, or doesn't send back like everything with their return. But yeah, I would definitely recommend doing 30-day buyer pays return shipping, just so you can avoid the scammers. You don't have like as many scammers trying to scam you with returns, because trust me, you'll be having scammers trying to send you scammy returns. or they'll be sending you a scam return, or they'll be sending you, say, hey, you want to pay for this outside eBay?